oil belt.
And the thousands of other people around the world that are watching right now.
Matt, do not be modest. Thousands?
Hundreds
of thousands of billions upon billions.
Billions is a lot.
Yeah. There are a lot of people in Florida. This is a big
It
town.
It is.
So I am Drew Flanagan, a student pastor in Carmi, and this is my buddy Matt McLean. Matt, where are you from?
I'm from Normal, Illinois.
Every time you say that, I just
know.
think you're saying you are normal.
It's weird. I don't know why they named it that way. It's weird. I just kind of go with it.
Yeah, it is what it is. You can't change where you're from. I want to start off today by telling you the weather. Students, I know you're all excited. It's going to rain pretty much all day. Supposed to have a shower this morning, clear up a little bit, and then continue to rain the rest of the day, maybe turn into thunderstorms at night. I don't have a map to show radar stuff, but
Hail? Is there hail?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Snow?
Possibly.
Okay. Because it would be cool if there was snow. I just think that would be interesting, like a good story.
Tyler said maybe.
Okay.
If it snows, we can, if the pool freezes over, which happens a lot when it snows here, that we can go ice skating this afternoon during rec time.
Well, that's good. Let's hope for that.
That's what I'm looking forward to the most. Matt, you know today is June 7th, but did you know today is National Chocolate Ice Cream Day?
I didn't.
Did not. There's a chance,
Okay.
better chance of it than snowing,
Okay.
that we are going to have chocolate ice cream at some point today.
I like it. What kind of chocolate ice cream do you like? Like, what's your favorite? What's your go-to?
Recently, I went to Brewster's.
Okay.
And the key lime pie ice cream is phenomenal.
Is that a place in Carmi?
No.
No.
You know, I'm not familiar with Brewster's.
I don't know.
There's one in, it's not Fort Walton, Destin.
Okay.
We drove over to Destin because
Yeah.
you guys were
Been
Fort
to-
Walton,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So there's one in Destin. I know there's one in Knoxville, Tennessee, which is
Okay.
where I'm originally from. So they're around.
Okay.
When you see a Brewster's, you should stop.
Okay. Good. Noted.
But they have a great key lime pie ice cream with crust, but they also have a chocolate, and I don't remember what it's called. It's like double chunk chocolate, something on that. It'll make you want to slap your mama.
Oh, well, there you go.
So you can use
Don't
that
slap your
saying.
mom, kids. Don't do it.
At least
Unless you eat ice cream. That makes you want to slap her.
At least not until you move out.
Yeah.
It's better not to do that.
Yeah,
with
it's
your
probably-
home.
it's
My mom's not going to watch this, so it's okay.
You know?
Today, not only is it National Chocolate Ice Cream Day, but it is VCR Day.
Good.
So I think you need to explain to the kids what a VHS tape is and how that works, because I have a feeling that's a piece of technology they are not familiar with.
Yeah. We used to use those a lot back in the 90s. So before there was this thing called DVDs and Blu-rays, look those up, Google that when you get home. There were VHSs, and I think VHS stands for Video Home System.
I didn't even know that.
Well,
That makes sense.
I don't think it does, but I don't really know what it stands for. But it can be called that because I guess it makes sense because you would take a video home, and it was a system.
Yeah.
So, but that's cool. That's
Yeah.
something we celebrate today as a country.
Yeah, that's a national holiday.
A lot of
As
good
a
men.
child, I grew up, and my parents had a VHS recorder. So it was
Okay.
a video camera, but we didn't have cell phones, and it was just this big block on your shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and me and my friends would always make these ridiculously stupid home videos. It was before TikTok, so we made really long TikToks.
Right. I wish somebody would find old VHSs and make them into TikToks. I think they'd be kind of fun.
That would be great.
So, you know, it was when innovation, like some people talk about the electricity, some people talk about Tesla, SpaceX. I think the biggest innovation that we had as a country is when we were able to create VHS and DVD players on the same player.
Oh, yeah.
Combos.
Yeah,
Combo.
those were good. And every church still has those.
Yeah, that's true.
They're in a closet somewhere.
That's right. That's right.
Along with the stack of VHSs and old VeggieTale DVDs.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, man.
Yeah. Matt, I want to ask you a few questions
Okay.
so our students can get to know you about this week. First, can you just tell us a little bit about your family? You have family, right?
I do. Do you have a family? Yeah, there's 4 of us total in the McLean house. My wife, and we celebrate 15 years this September.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, trying to figure that out. I think we're supposed to do something. I don't know what that means, but 2 kids. Rylan, she just turned 11, and she's about to go into 6th grade. So she's going to be in. I'm the junior high pastor at our church, so she's going to be in my ministry starting last Sunday. So,
is she excited about that, or like doesn't want to hang out with dad?
Yeah, she's cool with it. Like, I think she's in that critique mode of anything, you know. So, yeah. And then I have a son, Landon, who's 9. Yeah, he's a good dude. Like, likes to played football this year for the first time. Flag, did well. I don't know what that means because I've never expected my kids to be athletic, but he's got a 6-pack and he's blonde.
Wow.
So he clearly is my son.
Clearly,
So,
I can see the resemblance.
Yeah. And my wife is a social media manager, so that's what she does for a career. So
Okay.
kind of operates people's social medias and platforms and web design stuff, and that's what she does.
We should call her for some advice.
There you go.
Be beneficial. So can you tell us about your job? Obviously, you're a student minister, but that looks a little different in your context.
Yeah, so I've been in ministry for 19. This is my 19th summer on staff at the church as doing summer stuff. So I've been at Eastview Christian Church for 2.5 years. Before that, as a church in Springfield. Before that, as a church in like Gurnee area, Northern Illinois. And yeah, I mean, I work with junior high students, and it's a good church. Like, feel like it's a good place to be. We have a pretty solid student ministry, I think. That's nothing of what we do. God's really been good, and it's been cool. So
Yeah, that's awesome. So that's a long time in ministry. That's great.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no Brian Heinrich.
Yeah, that's
Ew.
right. He is a legend.
Yeah.
Who's probably still in bed. You up there, Brian? Can tell us about some of your hobbies.
Oh.
I feel like I know a few because I follow you on Insta.
Oh, okay.
So you want me to tell you what your favorite hobbies are?
Yeah. What do you perceive? Because I always find this interesting.
You like to work out.
Okay.
In your
yes.
gym.
I have
Or your garage
I have a
gym.
garage gym. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of fun.
Do that with some former students or current students or college younger guys?
Most of the time I'm by myself, but we do have a Sunday fun day at my garage gym, and there's a bunch of dudes that come over and we work out, and one of them's really loud and freaks my neighbors out. So it's kind of awkward, but yeah.
What do I have to do to get invited to Sunday
Hey,
Fun
come on.
Day?
You can come. You can come.
I don't work out, and it's a long drive, but
Well,
I feel like I'm the perfect candidate.
I think
makes
you'd
me
be great.
perfect
I think
candidate.
you'd do great. What else? What else can you perceive about my fake life?
Well, I feel like you're a little bit of a coffee connoisseur.
I like coffee. Yeah, I like to read. So like I guess that's a weird hobby, but yeah. So
I didn't get that from Instagram.
no, I don't, because I'm not intelligent, and I don't want people to perceive that I'm trying to be. So every once in a while I'll post about a book I'm reading, but most of the time I just kind of keep it to myself.
Well, I'll give you a tip. I know
Okay.
your wife's in the social media world, but trust me, this is gold. If you're drinking coffee, if you can just like angle your coffee, then stack a couple books you're reading next to it, then open a Bible in front of that.
You know, the right lighting.
Yeah, and just angle that, take a picture of that. That is a killer social media post.
It is. Probably get me 20 likes.
For sure.
At best.
You high school girls, you know what I'm talking about, okay?
That's
Logan's over there. He just said he does that every Tuesday morning.
Yes.
Not true.
Okay, what other hobbies? What else do you do outside of those things?
What do I like to do? I don't know.
What do you do as a family?
Yeah. So we watch a lot of HGTV because that's what my wife does.
Yes.
I don't know. Like, I think the summer months, like this summer, we can go to the pool. So there's a few pools in Normal that we go to. So Anna and the kids, we started that last weekend as they opened up. It's good. Like, we love to go on family walks, do stuff like that. So I don't know. I guess, as I explain this, we're kind of boring.
You do
We're
live in
pretty
Normal.
boring. That's right. So we're not. So like, I'm not a camper or anything. So like, when we got married, we go around and do that little bloop bloop. The little scan of things you want.
Oh yeah.
So one of the yeah. So one of the things I bloop blooped was a tent.
Yeah.
And Ann standing there, she's like, "We don't camp." I was like, "Well, married people camp. That's what you do." It'll be 15 years and we've never once went camping. I know. And I keep telling her, like, we're going to go camping this year. And it never happens. We also got tennis rackets. We've never used the tennis rackets either. We've never played tennis. So
I would recommend pickleball over tennis.
Yeah.
Less movement.
I know. It's good. But
I love to camp.
Okay, I know that.
I have a 5-year-old, and we've been on 2 camping trips so far this year.
So, like, you, like, actually do the deal. Like, you put up the tent. Issue is, like, I don't want to get out there with my son and be like, can we watch a YouTube video on how to do this?
So I went twice this year.
Okay.
Once we went on a canoe trip. So similar to like some of the wilderness weeks, we were in Eminence, Missouri, went down the Jacks Fork River, and there were about 30 of us, and we did tents and all that.
Okay.
That was 3 days.
Okay.
Previously that, just me and my 5-year-old son. We went camping on Dale Hollow Lake. We slept on cots under the stars.
Wow.
We just threw cots out, built a big fire, froze our tails off all night long. It was colder than I thought it was going to be.
When was that?
March.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mid-March.
That's good. Well, at least you didn't have like the bugs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bugs were not a problem. He caught a 3-pound smallmouth. I don't know if you fish or not.
Okay, smallmouth?
Smallmouth bass.
So I'm assuming that it has a smaller mouth than, say, a largemouth.
You are correct.
Okay.
It's also largemouth are more green, more brown for the smallmouth.
Okay. I went fishing 2 summers ago. We have one of our small groups pastors on our student team has a fishing company, so he'll take people out.
Okay.
And so I went with him, and he's never asked me to come back.
Wow.
So I don't know what that means.
That good, huh?
Everybody else, like there's 11. We have 11 on our student team, 11 pastors, and every one of them went last year, except me.
Except you.
And I kind of want. I'm an Enneagram 2, personally, sensitive, and I kind of want to ask him, like, hey, bro, why didn't I get the invite? But then I kind of don't want to hear why. So
yeah,
I threw like he put a bait fish on, and I cast it, and it was just far enough where I hit the side of a like cement wall, like a retainer wall.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I think you either gave it a concussion or you killed it. We should probably bring it back. So that's how it went.